Not a grenade, it's a grenade, right? Upside down.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Indeed, and grenades, of course, so important in Counter-Strike. Utility in general. You've got to be prepared and you've got to be ready to use everything that you have at hand. And right now, Calyx is using his AK-47 to great effect. His headshot percentage, I would love to see a stat for it, because at least in the matches that we have seen like today from him, well, the one map that we have seen, I would assume that the percentage is quite high, Henry.
I would assume it is.
Yes, Xantares now planting the bomb. Calyx with a wide peek from, oh my god, I'm forgetting all my callouts, from the quad area, looking down the highway, and now Xantares put the perfect headshot from yellow.
Can you give us a real hype round? Can you give us some shout like I was doing earlier?
Okay, so this is where we get into the trolling territory. This is where we get into let's make Parler do some stuff. Because he can't do it, all right? I can talk about the game, I can go through details, I can just do minor sort of stuff like that.
That's part of being a caster, you have to hype up the crowd, right?
But exactly, but when we get into the actual nitty-gritty of the casting, I don't know if I can do a hype round. But next round, I'm going to try it for you, Henry. We're going to do the best hype round that I can.
Be the time.
Huh?
This could be the time! It's Calyx! Finds both headshots there, takes round number 3 for SpaceSoldiers, and Parler, that is how you deliver the hype. You've got to build it up and then dump your load on the audience, so, mop it all up, take it into the next round.
Well, so let's quickly clarify. You don't want to do that without their permission. Now, Calyx looking for permission to take off KennyS's head. He has not yet found it, and again, he's missed a shot. A third!
So many opportunities here.
You think at this point one of them would have struck down the other. A beautiful peek there by Kenny, landing a fantastic headshot. Xantares, however, is still on the lurk. He's still chilling. They've tapped the bomb. Shox there with a wonderful kill, making sure that Xantares could not offer up any sort of tangible defense. That wasn't the best round for the hype. I couldn't really bring the hype there. Henry, what are we doing now? Give me some direction.
One thing is you can't force the hype, right? If you do that, it's very obvious to the audience. You have to wait for the right moment.
Should I do a forced hype round? That could be quite funny.
No, I think it might. I think you might upset people.
I think that'll be funny.
Oh, you could have gone right in there. I was waiting for you to take it.
You went in. You went in for us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Henry, come on.
Calm down.
All right, here we go. Let's do it. It's round 6. Forced hype round. Xantares planting the bomb with absolute perfect technique. He throws the smoke as well. Who would have believed that he would use such ingenious play as Shox approaches the overhanging area on the B bomb site? KennyS killed someone. He killed Calyx, Henry.
Keep going. Oh,
no,
that was your moment.
Dude, you're meant to come in with me.
No, when the crescendo of the round, if you've already got to that point, you've got to keep going with it. You've got to run with it.
Okay, coach me.
That's how you make the hype. How can you make a hype?
Tell me more, coach. Tell me more, coach.
That's why when Matt does all our highlights, right? All the highlight clips, he gets them all because I throw to him at the right time. You throw to me just before that he fires the bullet.
I love the way that you've just intertwined a little, little storyline there of like, look, he has the moments because of me, because I throw them to him.
Well, no, I know when they're coming.
I'll be sure to get Matt's opinion on that when we are back in the studio with him.
That's how I made him a superstar.
Back to Henry G in the studio.
Back to Henry G, indeed. Another 2-on-2, but Calyx strikes again from the quad area. KennyS, he's looking at 6s and 7s. He's locked out. Another clean round for SpaceSoldiers.
No doubt. The SpaceSoldiers here are looking like they are on fire. And hopefully that fire will not be extinguished in this round by G2 if you are a SpaceSoldiers fan. Let's see the vents that we've been speaking about. Kenny has had to open them. He's dropped a wonderful right-click flash to give him safe entry and a wonderful quick scope there. He's seen Calyx, maybe not actually, judging by his movement, but he was moving forwards there to try and peek, and Calyx found the right timing. He knew where he was, and he took down KennyS.
He did indeed. 7-1, Parler. Who would have saw this result coming in? It's looking likely to be a SpaceSoldiers victory here, but still early days. Means you can still win the half, right? So let's not get too excited.
Dude,
but Calyx,
what is going on?
He's getting involved now, isn't he? Another headshot at AWP against KennyS as well.
This is good for Shox. Shox can still do this, but he needs to watch. You know he's going to be watching. Yeah, you know he's going to be watching the angle. Big problem there for Shox. What would have been the best way to approach that? Henry G. Jump peek?
You can't. I guess you need to maybe throw a grenade, which you didn't have.
Yeah,
you drop the pistol around the corner.
Yeah.
You know he's be pre-firing at that angle. You jump. Yep, hope he misses it. That's pretty much
maybe
it.
shoulder peek, but like with
the
even
best
less
AWPers
showing.
Yeah, the AWPers are going to hit that regardless.
No doubt. Oh, Kenny versus Calyx, and it's Kenny that comes out on top. Xantares there using... Oh, no, not using enough of his potential. I was going to say it looks like he's doing a good job, but he couldn't land a kill, which of course he needed to do to even things up and then potentially take the round. But it's G2. KennyS now moving to forklift. What's going to happen in this next round? Let's see. Oh, Kenny spawned near the CT area. It's a B bomb site retake. Xantares there, maybe too hopeful with the peak. A flash comes in from Kenny. Can Calyx do this 2v1? He's looking for the first entry frag. Oh, it's a great angle from Kenny, but Calyx manages to pick up an amazing kill there. That's a very difficult shot to take. Calyx is now just looking for that final opportunity to even think. No, not for him. Sorry to take out Shox, but it wasn't going to happen this time around.
That was quite an impressive shot there from Calyx.
No doubt.
Toward that CD spawn area. KennyS, though, predicting the push from Xantares towards CD spawn as well. Left Calyx in a very difficult situation there. The timing's just working against him. And G2, that was a quick one. Did we... Was that just like the...
What do you mean?
Oh, did I miss the
we were on a replay.
Okay, fair enough.
Pay attention, Henry. Remember, you've got to be on top of the ball to play football. No, it's not a saying, is it?
That's not one of the sayings.
It's not a saying.
But we'll get into this one. Round number 12. It's a game of two halves, that's a saying.
My GF bought me this. Xantares' girlfriend has bought him an AK-47 Fire Serpent. That is an expensive skin. I have one of my own, factory new. Those are pretty dear. So shout out to Xantares' girlfriend, and shout out to Xantares. 2 amazing headshots, peaking like an absolute god. I love that, and we get an instant replay courtesy of our wonderful production team backstage. Shout out to PGL.
Shout outs, indeed.
I like that. You know what I've just heard in my ear,
I've
everybody?
heard it as well. That's exciting.
Producer's just been on and told me I should be on camera more. You know, I should be saying more amazing things about how lovely PGL and that they're going to be hosting potentially one of the best majors of all time.
Keep going. It's working. You're getting in the good books now.
No, it's a play. It's nice. It's a pleasure to be here. It's definitely nice to be at PGL again. All jokes aside, they do a great job, and it's awesome when they link up with HTC. I hope that we do this more and more, because these, like as I've touched upon with players as well, and as players have agreed with, these events, man, where we can have competition or even more. Even if there was some stuff that was fully fun focused, I think it's great.
Yeah, we've had a few fun tournaments in CSGO. I'm thinking like the DreamHack stuff we did in December.
Exactly.
We've had
awesome
Christmas
stuff.
show, didn't
really cool.
We did that, and then we've had the 1v1 here with HTC, now we have a 2v2. It's nice every now and then to like not take things so seriously. Like, my job is just sitting in a stadium and trying to hype everyone up and everything like that, and it has to be super serious, and you have a production, like meetings, like 3 hours about the show and everything. This is like, you just turn up, we don't have to wear suits and like melons.
Xantares is on fire. Sorry, Henry.
No, it's good. Oh, you should keep on top of the game as well.
Destroying G2. Why are G2 not prepared for this?
I don't know what to tell you, really.
12-3, like that is an extremely one-sided affair.
But they were on the CT side, which has come to be almost impossible for almost everyone in this tournament. They switch over, and you have to remember back to the first map as well. SpaceSoldiers lost 11-4 in the first half, and they came back and won. So that can still happen here. G2 definitely very good on this map, generally speaking. KennyS, I've always said it before, maybe not these days so much. Like I used to say all the time, it was like one of my calling cards was KennyS, his absolute best map is Cash. Like he actually destroys people. There wasn't many people that could go toe-to-toe with him on this one. And we'll see whether he can step up here. T side now, Bombplat in the open for KennyS. He goes towards quad. He's got that AWP. Asimov, of course, he gave away his Dragon to Sixer.
Exactly, Sixer still using KennyS's Dragon Lore. I mean, if KennyS gave me his Dragon Lore, I would be using it as well. You want to harness some of that power, which he is exhibiting right now, KennyS, with the entry kill onto Xantares. Shox now playing with Calyx from the forklift area. Calyx was then flashed by Kenny, and that was all she wrote.
Let the games begin, the second half.
We're already 16 rounds in, Henry.
Game
began about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, but I meant the real games, the real mind games. Yeah, he's a bit of a smart-ass, Parla. He does his best to be annoying, and he certainly lands it. Sticks the landing every time.
Sticks the landing. 360, no scope. Xantares 2 versus 1 here against 2 of the best Counter-Strike players out there. KennyS. Oh, I really like this movement. He's being very, very cheeky. Those jumps are very, very difficult to catch if you're aiming. It's kind of like, if you don't know about the movement mechanics in CS:GO, I'm sure everybody watching does, but just in case, if you strafe through the air whilst moving and turn in the same direction in a specific way, you increase your speed. And so what Xantares was doing there was kind of like swooping around to make his shoulder peaks very fast and fluid and difficult to kind of spot. On the other hand, that grenade, not so fast, not so fluid, and it bounced off the wall and does absolutely nothing.
But that one was better. Nice little run back nade there. And Shoxy, though, they're coming to life now in the second half. Can't let anything slip away. Xantares are doing significant damage. KennyS now feeling the pressure on the B side.
I think he's got this.
I don't think he has KennyS so good at this close range. Wow. Trust me. Trust me, Daddy.
That kill.
He knows.
Shout out to Drake, of course. That kill, that first kill, was an absolute snap
crackle
nightmare.
Pop.
It was a what?
A snap, crackle, pop.
Well, no, I was talking about the fact that he snapped onto it, but yeah, that was a Rice Krispie.
That was.
It was a snap, crackle, and pop. Do you think anyone's going to have gotten that reference? If a Rice Krispie is still a big deal?
I only think in the UK. I don't think that's a big.
All right, so everybody,
I don't think it's the same name.
Rice Krispies are a. Rice Krispies are a type of cereal, and their slogan was snap, crackle, and bap,
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 bap.
Voila. Burning alive there. Who was it? Xantares that got toasted. Could we see a similar comeback to what we saw on the first map that G2 managed to do?
Definitely.
I don't know.
That could happen. That's a possibility. Well, I was about to call you Matt. Your name's Parla. That's not going to work.
Oh, he knows. He knows Kenny is being very...
He knows, but he's once again whipping the flashbangs there, and another headshot.
I mean, that is such a... That is literally the exact circumstance that we were all speaking about. I think, Henry, that you raised the point initially. What do you do if you're in that event and you've got KennyS staring at you through a scope on his AWP?
The problem is,
can you actually do?
You give away your position. It's not like you have plenty of time. You can't shoot the vent out, then go to a connector.
Nope.
You're committed to the vent. So then it's okay. Well, one-time event. Let's keep the AWP on there, Kenny. I'll watch Heaven and City spawn. Yep, job done. You've killed them both. Good.
Well, we're in that danger zone now where the comeback is dead. Oh, but missing shots like that is not going to be optimal, and Xantares does indeed take advantage of the situation. Shox, though, however, finding a refrag. Calyx now, he knows the battle. Is he going to take it and come out on top? Shox is toying with him. And it seems that Shox is going to be the one here who gets the better of the situation.
And these CT sides have been rough so far. Cash is looking just as problematic for the CTs as it was in Cobble. We'll get into round number 22, though. Smoke towards the A main entrance just to stop the CTs.
I like this by Shox, taking full control.
Means he's covered as well.
Indeed, taking full control of A main. Calyx with the refrag onto Kenny. Kenny with the AWP onto Xantares. Shox here now at a massive disadvantage. He'll have to play his position perfectly, and he cannot do it. This time, that's big. 1 round, 13 now to 9 in favor of SpaceSoldiers. Henry, is it happening?
Well, we'll see. That was actually quite a nice move by Shox. He got a bit unlucky there. The fact is, Calyx, he knew exactly where he was, and he took low HP. He took damage towards Shox. He's making low HP. Goes out, tries to get the forklift, sneak out there, but Calyx got a bit too quick and took him down. Look
at the scores again for Calyx and Xantares, 16 and 15. These guys are just both making sure that they're putting in equal amounts of effort, and it's interesting to see that over 2 maps, at least right now, their scores have been so even. Oh mate, if he gets this is such a... Oh no, I'm gonna say that would have been such a big clutch, but Shox with a great headshot there.
Yeah, he's just waking up here in the second half, isn't he? Shoxy doing a great job. Another 1v1 going in his favor. He must be racking up the kills now.
16-16 now. Yeah, this is like... Are they doing this on purpose?
Wow.
Do you think they've been told by SpaceSoldiers management, you guys have got to spread the weight here, all right, and show us that you're a good duo?
Well, they are.
Well, actually, spread the opposite of love. They are literally shooting people in the head. Calyx with the door. The door. Oh, the door! Oh! And the door...
KennyS got this. Oh, okay, maybe not.
The door...
I thought KennyS
And the door.
The door?
What? I thought repetition kind of like is more impactful than just saying something once.
Not when you're saying something as arbitrary as the door. the door. Maybe in other circumstances.
That's going to make it 14-10. And I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but the door certainly still is open for Space Soldiers to sneak this victory.
The door.
I think you need to turn it off and on again, Henry.
Yeah, well, we'll look into it. It's a 2v1.
Yeah.
Calyx is turned on. KennyS, can he find similar results here with the AWP as he has in previous rounds? He cannot. Calyx with the double frag. That's match point. Not even map point. Match point, Parla. This could be a 2-0, and it's looking likely to be so. I can hear a certain someone coming back into the room.
No doubt. It's one of my favourite people in gaming in CSGO. It is Matthew Kiss Trivet.
Matty T.
Matty T. You better believe that when he's coming to London...
Starting to believe too, Parla.
Oh, you've got some more surprises for us. We'll wait for that.
Kenny, though, their evening thing... No, taking down Calyx. Xantares, if there was a way to win this, it would be going 2 versus 1. And it's not going to be on this occasion.
4 in a row now required from G2. Certainly possible on the T side of Cash. And that's just a forced overtime here. SpaceSoldiers need to find 1 round. Calyx has been
yeah, Calyx has now pulled away in the last 2 rounds, right? Because they were 16-16. And now Calyx is just absolutely swept G2. Kenny should not be missing these shots. Yeah, that's problematic for sure. But he makes up for it on the second attempt. Xantares now... Very nice flash by Kenny, slows down the pace. The bomb is ticking away. How is Xantares going to play this? He's going to slow walk and then maybe fast peek. Indeed, always pre-firing, he knows. Oh, it's the headshot, 10 HP, and Xantares has done it, but does he have time? Yes, he does. It's going to be good game. 2-0 for Space Soldiers, and we all predicted it in